All right, what's going on, everyone? It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. It is time for your Wednesday, September 15th, 2021 episode of AEW Dynamite. This is the go-home show before their big AEW Dynamite and Grand Slam in New York. Speaking of that, I will be doing my predictions on that. Be on the lookout for that. Most likely tomorrow. And if not tomorrow on Thursday, then you'll probably get it either Friday or Saturday. But the earliest time you can get it will probably be tomorrow evening. So, yeah. Now, overall, I thought tonight's episode of Dynamite was actually really good. I know we got a lot of the word shit in, but still is a pretty good episode of Dynamite tonight. We kick things off with the in-ring AEW debut of Adam Cole, baby. He took on the elite Hunter Frankie Kazarian. And I mean, it was good. It was good. I mean, there's really no point of calling Frankie Kazarian the elite Hunter if he keeps losing all these matches. He should have got some wins over the Good Brothers though, but obviously Adam Cole and him have a back and forth match. The finish, Adam Cole hits the Canadian Destroyer or the Panama City Sunrise. He hits the last shot, stuff like that. And in the end, 1, 2, 3, Adam Cole gets the win here. So, yeah, man, this is a good match. This is a good match. Adam Cole gets the win, of course. And after that, man, Adam Cole gets on the mic. He's like, who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? He calls out Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy, and he challenges them, along with the Young Bucks, to reunite the Super Clique in a 6-man tag team match on AEW next week's AEW Friday Night Rampage Grand Slam. Now, after this, man, we get an in-ring promo from Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. MJF cut another amazing promo, man. He was just ripping into the state. One time, man, I mean, just garnering real heat, talking about Brian Pillman, obviously Brian Pillman Jr.'s late father. At first speaking to him in the heavens, but then doing like a recreation of what Randy Orton did with Reyes, saying how, Eddie's not in heaven, Eddie's down there in hell. So I kind of was getting some similar vibes to that. But then in the end, man, Brian Pillman comes out. Him and Wardlow kind of go at it. Wardlow leaves, and then that's how that segment ends. This is a good segment, man. Really, really trying to get much into that match between MJF and Brian Pillman Jr. It should be a great match, but you got to give credit to MJF, man. He is just doing a great job at just pulling that heel heat. Really great job from MJF tonight. After all that, man, we do see a promo with Pillman, man. He talks about that, him and MJF, they're not the same, and he just goes in about how he's going to beat MJF. He's going to take out MJF once and for all. We also see a promo from Jurassic Express and Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. And Christian, man, he was taking a shot at NXT, talking about how his little EVP friend saved his little ass from development territory, and talks about how since Adam Cole knows what it like to lose the Wednesday Night Wars, now he'll realize how to lose on Fridays. So really great promo from Christian Cage there. All right, we're going to tag team match player with FTR versus Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. Dante Martin, man, that dude has some hops, man. He is just athletic as F, man. Like, and the fact that he's like, 20-something years old and he's doing this stuff, like, most men at 20 years old can't do stuff like that. I can. I'm not even 20. But nonetheless, FTR gets the win here, man. This is back and forth, two teams getting it in. Despite using his athletic ability, agility, in the end, he gets the big rig by FTR, and FTR gets the win, so that was good. Okay, so next, after that, we get an in-ring promo from Malachi Black. Talks about his upcoming match at Grand Slam against Cody. He calls out Rosario, sorry if I mispronounced her name here, Dawson, who is the actress and judge on the TBS Go Big Show. and he's going after her, chiming in on her, and that's where we see the return of Cody since his loss to Malachi Black. And those two are fighting. They're fighting in the brawl. They're using people's beers. They're going at it. So that was something. So, yeah, really trying to hype up their match there at Grand Slam next week. Next, we had America's Top Team, Dan Lambert in the ring. Dan Lambert, I know a lot of people don't like Dan Lambert. Obviously, he comes across as a discount Jim Cornette. I like Dan Lambert. You know, he does such a great job in just pulling heat. And tonight was no different. You know, we see Jericho and Jake Hager come out. Someone finally interrupts Dan Lambert. Lambert's like, cut it off, cut the shit off. I'm done with it. Sorry for the language there, folks. But, yeah, man, you know, Jericho's like, I'm not afraid of you guys. I've dealt with MMA guys before. Cough, cough, Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. But I've done with you people like you before. I'm not afraid of you. Jake here, he's in MMA. He's undefeated. He'll beat y'all. So, yeah, man, there's going to be a match next week. Men of the Year versus Jericho and Hager. So that should be something there. It gives Jericho something to do. Next, we had legit Layla Hirsch versus that big J. I ain't going to say the, you know, because I already use a foul language here. Versus Jay Cargill. This is solid, average match. Jay Cargill gets the win, which is good. Jay Cargill should not be losing anytime soon. She wins the match with a big pump kick to the face. 1, 2, 3. And, you know, even though she didn't win tonight, Layla Hirsch did look good tonight. So that was good. Okay, so I want to talk about Andrade for a bit. He cuts a promo, you know, talking about how Chavo doesn't give the orders around here. I'm the one who runs the ship here. It's kind of funny how Andrade, you know, was a heel. And it's good that he doesn't want to cheat to win, but you're bringing in Ric Flair, who's the dirtiest player in the game, bringing him in with Andrade, who doesn't want to cheat to win. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll see what happens there. All right, so we see Punk. Punk did a decent job on commentary tonight, by the way. He was on commentary tonight, and Taz was coming up to him and was like, oh, so you're taking my job now away now, aren't you, buddy? That's where Hook is there. Powerhouse Hobbs attacks Punk, and he basically pulls a right back because he slams him through the table, through the announce table. Table doesn't break. But we get announced that Powerhouse Hobbs will face CM Punk next week on Rampage, so that should be something. I'm looking forward to that. We get Shawn Spears versus Darby Allin. It's solid for the time they got. You know, I like how Darby was attacking Shawn's knee and stuff, and you had, you know, Shawn wiping the face paint off and stuff, and in the end, Allen with a suicide dive while, you know, Spears was on the steel steps. And then the end coffin drop 1, 2, 3. That was good. FTR, man, they attack Sting and Allen. So this should be the next big feud. FTR, Tully and them versus Sting and the crew. So that should be something. And I think this is another big segment of the night. Bryan Danielson, he comes out and he's calling out Omega. He's like, Omega, why are you acting like this? You know, this is not the Omega I know. You know, I want to face Kenny Omega. I want my first match to be against Kenny Omega, the best bout machine, the god of pro wrestling. You know, and Callis is like, you're not going to get the match. But after Danielson rips into Omega, Omega gives in. So we will see it. Kenny Omega versus Danielson next week for the non-AEW title match. Thank God, because Danielson's going to get a title. He's got to get some wins. And I think it's good that you're doing this dream match. Because, again, Bryan and Omega is a match that you do not need for the AEW World title. That match sells itself without the World title. All right, we have the main event, man. Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus 2.0. This is a solid match. There's really nothing special I can say about this match. You know, Moxley and Eddie Kingston getting the win was very predictable. We do see Martin Suzuki coming out, so his theme song didn't get cut out, so I know everyone was happy about that because everyone was blowing up about that whole little incident. Funny, but it was a funny bit, though. It wasn't a big deal. We see Lance Archer come out, so Suzuki Goons reunited. They're brawling out to end Dynamite, so that was pretty cool how they ended Dynamite with the brawl. Really looking forward to next week, man. But as far as tonight goes, I thought tonight was a pretty good episode of AEW Dynamite. That has been my review of AEW Dynamite tonight for Wednesday, September 15th. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Remember to subscribe, man. Let's get to 450. One sub away. And so, yeah.